So I just got a Tikka T3 Lite in 204 Ruger, and this is the box. If you're like me, you don't care about all the unboxing videos, and so forget about that and us. Get that out of there. There it is, set up and ready to go. Picked it up for... There's our target at 100. I got one of these targets stuck to a box, and we'll see how we can do with our first shots out of the rifle with a newly mounted scope at 100 yards. All I did was bore sight it. The way I do that is I pick something that is about 100 yards away, and then I just pop the bolt out of the rifle, which on this Tikka is quite easy. Just press that button, it slides out, and then look right through the bore at the object that I have at 100 yards and look through the scope and get them both onto the same target. And then at 100 yards, your rifle should be reasonably close with your first few shots. Let's see how we do. So I thought that little dot just under the page was the shot, but it wasn't. The shot was actually really close. You've probably seen that. It was right there. So I'm gonna correct now for that, and we'll see where our next shots are. Hopefully we can get it right in the middle of that page. First shot, and then those 5 there. Really happy with that. We're looking at the furthest 2 here are an inch and I'd say inch and an eighth. So just a hair, 5-shot group, just a hair over 1 MOA. That's a 32 grainers. We're going to now test out the 40 grainers, and we'll see how they do. We'll shoot a little bit higher. We'll shoot this target up here with the 40 grain Hornady vmax. Now these ones here are the 32 grainers, and then we can see the difference between the two. So here we have our 5-shot group we took with the 40 grain Hornady vmax at about 1.25 inches at 100 yards. So that's how at 100 yards the 40 grainers did. That's how the 32 grainers did. They kind of hit the same spot. So let's take it out to 200 yards and see what happens. Well, there's our first 200-yard group. It's kind of funny because it's better than our, I guess it's only a 3-shot group, but safely you could call it 7/8, maybe a hair less than 7/8 of an inch with 3 shots. That's the 40 grain vmax at 200 yards. So what do we want here? You take those two, probably your average, so it's a 1/2 inch low. So we'll come up 0.36 at 200. It's going to be at 200 yards now. We're going to be not 0.36 anymore. It's going to be 7.2. So it'll be over a 1/2 inch, 1 click of up. And so do we want those shots? So if you call it 3/4 of an inch, 0.72, which would be 0.75, very close. Imagine all those shots going up 3/4 of an inch. So these bottom 2 shots would be right here, and then this one right here would be up here somewhere. So I think we will take it up one click, and we'll call that our 200 yard zero with 40 grain vmax. And then once we do that, we'll shoot also the 32 grain vmax on this target. So we're going to shoot 40 grain vmax here at 200 yards with our new zero, and we're going to shoot the 32 grain vmax here with our 200 yard zero for our 40 grain vmax, just to see a little bit of difference. And then that was the 40 grain vmax, and these ones here, I think I pulled one or two, but more so was pulling them over to the right is what my tendency is. But as far as vertical goes, they're kind of right on that 200 yard or 200 yard zero as well. So whatever you're shooting at, 32 or 40s at 200 yards with that 200 yard zero, you shouldn't have too much of a problem. So there you have it, the first 20 shots out of a brand new Tikka T3X. This first shot here was with a 32 grain vmax. That was my bore sighted only shot out of the brand new rifle, brand new mounted scope. And then these 5 shots here were at 100 yards with 1 correction. Really happy with that. Then we switched over to the 40 grain vmax and we shot that target at 100. Then we switched out to 200 yards and we shot that target with the 40 grain vmax. We did 1 click of up and we shot that target with the 40 grain vmax, and then we also shot 2 in this hole and 1 right there with the 32 grain vmax. So really happy with those results, and I'll probably do some longer range 300 and 400 yard shooting shortly.